I'm Christel, and I'm here to do a reading, what I call the Frazzled and Frayed reading for each of the zodiac signs, because we're living in a time where things are quite overwhelming and people may be stressed, and some of you may feel that really, anxiety, stressed. You may even feel low or depressed, exhausted, all that sort of feelings. And I'm just going to do a reading to give you a way to deal with that, sort of a remedy, a potion, an antidote to deal with the stress and anxiety that comes with all these changes and all these weird energies, and also these weird things that have been happening in 2020 and are still happening because we're not at the end of the year yet. But astrologically speaking, it's going to get a little bit more calm towards the second half of this month, and then December and the end of this year. So let's hope that's true. And then for now, I'm going to just start your reading. So this is the Frazzled and Frayed reading for Taurus. Just going to make some room. So Taurus, let's see how you can deal with the stress and things going on. I have random cards here. Random pull for the messages. So let's see what these cards say first. King of Swords, Six of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Emperor. Now I like this Emperor here. And I think Taurus, you're more grounded than you think. So the Frazzled and Frayed, it is there, but it's not taking over. It's not all there is. There is, like most people and like other zodiac signs, you'll be in this transition and you don't know where you're going. But this feeling, this feeling of loss, of sadness, of I don't know what to do. It's an inner feeling that comes and goes because you have the King of Swords here, and the King of Swords is where you're looking quite, calm and cool and collected and rational even at whatever all these changes are happening. Now, Taurus, I think you know that Uranus is in your sign, so changes are happening, and they're going to be quite radical and be quite fast happening, while Uranus is so much in your sign, and it will be for still a while to come. And these changes are happening. There's no way around it, but you're addressing them. Like here, these two cards for me are the same person. They are you. You're the King of Swords and you're the Emperor. You're dealing with it, with all these changes and these, sometimes with depressed modes or, scared modes, anxiety. You're dealing with it like a king, like a leader, like a boss. As the Emperor says, you've got this. You've got this. This you've got, because it's surrounded by these cards. The changes, whether you resist them or not, and you can, because there will be moments you will resist these changes. But you also know deep down, and that is where these cards are very important, deep down they're going to happen anyway. And they need to happen anyway. And in some sort of unconscious level of awareness, you can't fight this. And so what you've decided to do is become the king, become the leader and the boss of this. So whenever this pops up, you go into this leadership role, you take over and you say, okay, wait a minute, I can handle this, I can be the king who handles this, I'm going to be more in control of my emotions, of my thoughts, of my feelings, and I'm going to handle the change like the boss, like a real leader. So let's see what the... Okay, I always have to sort of get the I Ching book in English because that was not really very good what I did there. So this is the hexagram 45 in the I Ching. Which is called clustering, collect, assemble. So says, come together, get your strengths together, and the sum is greater than the parts. And that feels a lot like this card. All these things are coming together, so the changes are happening, but in the end, they'll come together and they'll create something new. Here at the end, as the water here, all these streams are ending up in the ocean, and all that water from the different streams is coming together in the ocean anyway. It's like these changes, they will happen, they will come together, will create something new. So if you know that, you can also collect your strength with yourself, within yourself, but also with other people. If you're the kind of person that really needs the support of other people. So you can do that, but you can also do it like within yourself. And that power, that force you have, and that coming, that to deal with it, it's those two cards. Let's see what this card says. Wombat spirit, be at home. So even though there is transition, you're this emperor and you're this king that can deal with stuff, that are at home with, okay, hands-on approach. I'm capable of dealing with the changes. I'm capable of dealing with these cards because I have that power in me. And let's see what the Wombat Spirit says more. So burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well-fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment, through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to feel truly at home in your life, with your family and your tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. So, in a way, this card is about this emperor. You're at home with yourself, with people that you love, with your friends, and that's a card of self-care. It's taking care of yourself, and you know how to do that with the emperor, with the king. And also when when you sort of keep it together inside, when you get that internal force that you have, and Taurus can be quite powerful in that. Because Taurus doesn't really like change, but still Taurus knows it's happening, and they've decided, instead of fighting it too much, or see it as an advice card, if you want to fight it and you feel completely lost, but you have this tendency to go against this change and fight it, become these two people. Become the emperor, become the king, and do self-care. Take good care of yourself, of your family, of your loved ones, of your home environment, and then you can handle this all. That's it, Taurus. Hope this helps a little bit with you feeling frazzled and frayed, if you do feel that. Bye for now. Bye for now.